Now, good morning, viewers. Welcome to Global Entertainment News Breakfast Show, your daily dose of news and updates. I am your host, Bisola, and joining me in the studio today are
Steven.
okay, we're now going to take our today story from Punch and Vanguard newspaper. So today's top story from Punch: marketer sues Dangote, insists on petrol imports. Three oil marketers, AYM Shafa Limited, AA Rano Limited, and Matrix Petroleum Service Limited, have asked the Federal High Court in Abuja to dismiss a suit filed by Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemical. Stephen, what do you think about this?
Well, say as Dangote don't come out now, talk say he won't do this, he won't do that. So people no go accept the plan. Because I don't know why these marketers will come outside and say they want to sue Dangote due to his petrol imports. This thing now, we don't pray for. We don't pray for so many years now. So the pray saying, okay, may we see this thing. It don't come now. These people where they talk say they want to sue Dangote, where they this things, why they never get their own refinery? They never get their own. Now when the man don't come outside now say he won't help the country, they talk say they want swam. I don't see any reason why the federal government to appeal on what they said though. Because me, I believe Dangote is doing the right thing and we should follow him up and pray for him, for everybody to have a better life in this country.
Bella, do you support or agree against it?
Yeah, Nigeria is the one who go favor them. So maybe that one will go favor them, like they go get, and come to and say this one will go favor everybody. So they come to and say why you go do against them, it has to be in their group, or you should join them in whatever they want us to do, so that even if they want to operate, they will know who they will call. Say, now wait till they say for them 9:30 they say, and so nobody will fool anybody. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the second one. So, we were stabbed, locked up with criminals, says the minor. After being granted by President Bola Tinubu on Monday, several minors aged between 14 and 17 who were arrested during August bad governance nationwide protests against hardship in country have shared their harrowing experience while in custody with the Punch. What do you think about it, Bella?
Say how they go arrest people wey dey protest for bad governance now one month. How they go arrest children?
Well, they said child that is 10 years and above, or let me say 40 years and above.
We even forget that age of 10 years and above or 7 years and above.
They came out to protest.
How they go arrest people wey dey protest for bad governance?
I don't understand. 32 minors for that matter.
We don't get rights to ourselves, and they won't try to us. So anybody when they plan now or they think say this hardship to their affect and they say when they come out come protest, say anything can happen to that person. They will kill you or they will arrest you, throw you inside cell, they will forget you with that. They don't go to get any trial. And this country is just like say it's just be like an oppression for all of us.
Influence of power and
Influence of power and all that. Because how would you address people when they protest, even if they don't even be minor? How you go come arrest people when they protest for bad government?
4 of the minors who looked visible minorities collapsed during the court sections. Do you know?
I know. Well, that person was like, they explained Nigeria for the night understand. This man
Stevie.
Me, I will see say kudos to bury that man because if this man no come outside talk about this thing,
Don't be very dark man come outside talk am. Don't be very dark man
he
come
was
outside.
actually the first person that made the world, the nation
because when
know.
they brought them to court,
Because everybody knew. If not, they won't know anything.
See, even though they brought them to court, as if bury that man didn't take it to social media, the court said they didn't post it online. It was very that man that had to post it online.
Already fighting for them on social
Exactly.
media.
Before Very Dark Man came out. Exactly. Yes, it was in prison then. Or let me say it was there.
No, me,
It was detained, yes.
Very that man was his court case was on that day. His student's court case too was on that same day. I think it was after or before his own court case. He saw those children outside. It was like, what really happened? Then he took it to his own self to post it online and talk to the government about it. Because me, I believe if this guy didn't come out and make this thing very, he had to tag all the military, all the special people that need to know about this. He tagged so many ministers. He tagged the president himself. Tagged the vice president. He tagged the special advisor to the president. That was what made everybody know about this thing. Because I just imagine these children in detention for over 90
94 days.
almost 100 days.
3
That's
months.
almost more than 3 months. Just imagine. Most of them be like say they don't even almost die. Kwashiorkor, all of their body just shrink.
They
Today they say
malnourished
like 4 of
now.
them say
They
come.
don't give them food at all for 3 months.
But I still want to ask, why will the government by the people and for the people? Why will you arrest people that are protesting with peaceful protests? You don't turn back till now. They know these people no carry gun, they no carry arms.
Isn't it because they are carrying the Russian flag? That is why they feel like they are trying to boost them from their power. If you people are doing the things, there's no way for you to
Exactly now.
over anything now. Even if they like, they should protest with whichever flag they want to.
Will the Russia come here and take over Nigeria?
When Nigerians were protesting about NSAS that year, they were with Nigerian flag outside the country, in Europe, in France, in everywhere. They were carrying Nigerian flag. The government didn't ask them, why will you be carrying that flag in our country? This is a country of this is a free and fair. If you keep up doing racism to affect everybody, I don't know why you could talk say because person carry Russian flag, you can't arrest them.
That's when they arrest them. You don't want the pay fast. Now that lawyer when they cry, you don't already put people on 10 million naira bills and then you still come outside and grant one crocodile. What till they cry?
You put these children, they be like person wey fit pay 10 million.
I don't understand.
You know, they find money now on top this
If they're able to pay the 10 million, that very day, all of them will have left the.
You said them on 10 million naira bill and then you're still crying, shedding tears. What are you shedding tears for?
It's a postponed too.
Imagine. Even I think Tinubu has asked for the arraign of all of them that were on that case, because I don't know why you will charge minors just because of protest. They didn't abuse anything. They didn't destruct any property. Yeah, they just came out
peacefully
for just peaceful protest. You grab all of them. You know see the one where they mature to carry you. All those small ones.
Exactly what you talk. And funniest part, people were there when they did this. Why didn't they talk out?
They can't say anything because
why would they say anything? Don't say they can't say anything. They will surely say something.
You will see where gun is. You will see where gun is. You want to talk.
What's the use of your phone?
When they say that everywhere, you can't do anything.
NSAS time to repeat itself. When those protesters were just and then the next thing, people with marks from nowhere just came down from and then they started shooting.
The issue is that the government are scared. They are scared that this thing will go viral the way it went, because they never expected that NSAS period. Because the world itself heard about Nigeria. We were trending, we were number one for more than 2 months. Then the world heard us. Now they are afraid that if this starts again, it will affect their power.
Okay, moving on. Tinubu governors CDS orders month Lagbaja. President Bola Tinubu on Wednesday directed that Nigerian national flag be flown at half-mast for 7 days across the country to mourn the passing of the late Chief of Army Staff, General Taoreed Lagbaja. May he still rest in perfect peace.
Because person that now they call the fire flag.
No, now you want some now. Say no water. Now last respect now. Water now last respect. No, you said we don't know say you go die. Now everybody go die, but the day we all die, we don't know. Do you understand? So he did well now. That's his last respect. The only thing they can
you go here now say they use 1.3 billion naira now do that.
That one normal. If they don't use that, they go spend that for another thing. Leave Nigeria.
And
If they don't use that, they go spend that for another thing now.
They put money on those people down.
5 years, why people come outside say
they suffer since the day your husband don't die like this. They don't abandon him and the children. Her and the children rather.
Now what the government go do now they want to sue. They will not support the family.
That's the least they can do. You understand? But leave Nigeria alone, please. Please leave Nigeria alone. Let them do what they want to do. So moving on. Lagos sanctioned Julius Berger after engineer's death at site. Following its investigation into the death of Olalekan Oloruntoba, a construction engineer who tragically passed away while operating a crane at an Ijora Yard facility, the Lagos State Safety Commission said it had sanctioned Julius Berger Nigeria PLC about the incident. While eyewitness initially told our correspondent that Oloruntoba, an engineer at Julius Berger Nigeria, died when a loaded crane he was operating collapsed on him on September 23, 2024. The Lagos State Safety Commission investigation report provided to on Wednesday revealed that the cause of the incident was the impact of the contents of a container. Bella.
We always talk about safety first, right? We always talk about safety first because you have to make sure that everything that you're surrounding, especially those site workers, almost everything there is just as if you are endangering yourself to make money.
But there should be like there should be a safety this thing there now, safety workers and all the even precautions and all they should be there already. So why
At the same time, there are accidents happen. Accidents happen, and which we are sometimes we are not even planning.
still we get wetin I wan add to this.
Well, Julius Becker said himself no try because one, when this incident happened, when you know say someone that was working under you, this is a young man that went to school, studied engineering, he knows how many
5
years he has
years
used in
and
school. He came back, served, or probably he served or he didn't serve. He's now working under you. He died with that kind of condition. Now just continue work like that. It's very wrong. This is what made the Lagos State. I think the family of this guy went the petition he complained on Julius Berger that how our pikin go die on top una this same matter una go still continue work the next day the work dey go like say nothing
no
happen.
respect nothing.
Because I remember the last time there was an incident in Julius Berger's construction where one of their white people died. Julius Berger no work for like a month, close to a month. He had to travel back to their this thing, go and do the preparation for the man's burial and everything. Person wey be say dey work under you come die, una no come carry am take am personal like that. It's well, they've been sanctioned already. I believe the Lagos State government will investigate more about it and know the root cause of the incident.
May the soul of the deceased rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
Okay, let's move on. Lagos Calabar Highway property owners reject 18 billion naira compensation. Property owners along the Lagos Calabar Highway have rejected the federal government compensation offer, describing it as insufficient compared to the actual value of their property. In an exclusive interview with The Punch, a retired banker, Emeka, said the compensation he was offered was a major sum compared to the value of his property. He said, "My property was valued at over 400 million, both the land and the development thereon, which were 4 bungalows, but I was just given 3.3 million. God." The most essential value is the land itself. The cost of the land was so enormous that I had to sell 2 of my property in different locations on the mainland in order to acquire this particular one. Government, the Lagos state government did not stop us to ask us not to build, and this particular part of my land was not for the elements. What did I want to say?
Where see before that's why I always people if person wan build house if person dey act very well before e build house because there are some properties that there are some properties that even though you build
Not
house
for
there
yes, they are for
government will come
government.
after it later because you thinking you want to build house beside an express you are taking a risk
Yes.
because government can wake up one day and tell you they want to expand the road they want to do this. Once government don begin dey write X for your property you know say baba go dey find another property or you wan find person wey most of these properties now before they even demolish it some people that knows about it will go to the government and tell them you've marked my property for demolition how are we going to do it? Some people even get their compensation before the demolition starts but those that don't know about it will just wait and the property will just imagine person wey build house now 400 million everything cost of his property 400 million they come dey give am 3 point wetin where you wan use
400 million, 3
wetin
points.
you wan use the money
Like,
do
I don't understand.
just imagine what that
I'm
man
sure
dey
the
go
land
through.
is sold to even get this is more than 3 points.
Now
Is it 3.3 billion or 3.3 million? Like,
3 million. Where will go you see another land?
when you say
the man overthinking for wan kill the man like this because the man go dey think
overthinking
say
Overthinking
pay you. That one na small
they call
thing
that
now.
one from grace to grass just carry
No,
person from up to one
exactly
for
from
ground
grace to grass.
you scatter im house scatter everything.
it just like say Nigeria go just.
E never reach the money wey you use build house o. Apart from the money wey you use buy the land, e never reach the money wey you
And he
use
said
build
he
house.
has more than 3 bungalows there. Just imagine
And
person
now,
wey don People say na landlord wey don
A lot
separate
of
house,
acres.
don put am say put am for rent. One is going to affect those that rented the house. Those ones sef dey go go find house.
No,
Where they
that
go
one,
stay.
they for don give them notice down.
Yes.
That one dey. The person wey own house, na him go dey inside debt like this now. Because he knows the amount, the rentage, the amount they used to rent the house. He knows how much he's getting from it every year.
Right, like just like there's nothing where you do because you don't be
And for next this person is retired already.
You go
A
suffer,
retired banker.
say you wan build house. You build
And
house
now he
finish.
can't build that, so he won't
Person go
come
come.
put leg on top it.
Like the one wey dey happen for Port Harcourt, is it na Rivers State abi Port Harcourt wey be say one man build one big mansion like this. Government say make e demolish am, say na their
Na their
property.
property. Hey God.
The man just dey look say
Person fit
imagine
commit suicide
house wey
don't
you don finish, you don paint. The man was
Like,
what the man was doing there was
I don't
putting
know that-
almaco window, putting everything. That was the last thing the man was doing
Hey.
then.
Even
Na
though
something
the
like-
government we refund them their money now, the another thing entirely. It's a different
Government
thing.
will not
But they will
refund
not
the
refund the money. They still want put leg on top am.
Government will play politics on you because they know you can't do
Exactly.
anything.
If care is not taken, they go
They
hide.
have the right. Government have the right to give that man at least 200 million for his
Sure
properties.
now, they have
But
the money.
those people that have placed their hand on it, they will always place their hand. They will tell you because you can't fight the government.
Exactly what we are talking about. Abuse of influence.
Even though you know people,
Power.
you see government, you can't fight them. Because
Exactly. Politics is mad. Politics is something else. Okay. To be sincere. So let's move on to top story from Vanguard. Arraignment of minors. Trials judge IGF, AGF, IGP, AGF must face sanctions, say stakeholders. In this report, Vanguard Law and Human Rights captures the perspective of senior lawyers, academic and rights activists on the decision by the President Bola Tinubu government not only to slame Nigeria who protested against his government in August this year with treason charged but also to detain underage protesters for 90 days in the prison with hardened criminals before final arraigning them before a federal high court in Abuja. Exactly what we are talking about. This man was like, why would they detain those young protesters?
wait,
They came for peaceful protesting
why
now.
the government
For
call
90 days.
peaceful protest treason? Because they shouldn't
I don't
they shouldn't
understand.
even use
It's not
that
as if they fought. Was there any fight during this August
you are
protest
complaining
now?
you are complaining
There
of the
was nothing.
government.
It's not as if they burned
You are calling
anything.
it
They did not
treason.
burn
Yes.
anything.
People that are protesting
Nothing bad happened now. They are protesting for themselves.
Even if it's not even the president that is giving the powers to all those bad leaders and all that, at least they have the right to protest now.
I got take concern government Bola Tinubu Ahmed.
Like, no, even his own is there. His own is the governor of the state. It's just have to be like, okay, you are the president of the state. His own is just like, okay, you are the governor of this so place. Have this, do it for your people, and then all that. But they will now turn it into their own family's own, because the president will not be aware of what is happening. His own is just to be the White House, and then whatever the complaint that's been brought to them by the government of each state, his own is just to approve it. So I think it's actually the government that the president needs to ask this question: why are your people protesting? Haven't you not been doing what you need to be doing for them?
Peaceful protesting now don't turn
To the
treason.
point of them being arrested. Who give the orders?
Peaceful protesting don't turn
I
treason.
don't believe the fact that the president does not know about this boys arraignment.
He knows, if not because there's too
knows-
much of mouth on
they
him
know
already, there's too
everything.
much of talk. He won't have released these people.
They know everything because
He won't have
the case
released
has
the
gone
minors.
viral to the extent that they've looked into the matter and see that they are at fault. That's why they have to release it because you can't see the law says that when you arrest somebody, the person must not use 48 hours. After 48 hours, take the person to court. But these children use more
90
than
days, 3 months.
you didn't take them to court, you just put them there. That means you just put them there to punish them. That's called punishment. An abuse of power.
And now,
Nigeria is giving a whole lot of.
You're not bringing them for trial and how many months later?
what if these people want to talk for court? This one minors, wetin they want to talk for court?
Their own is, are you guilty or not guilty?
I'm
they
guilty,
don't
sir.
even know which one to
They
say.
will just choose one.
Most of them are even Aboki
And now probably some of them say no go
from
school.
the north.
And now, okay, moving on. End bad governance protest. Go after real culprits, not minors, says Emir Sanusi. Sanusi too spoke yesterday when he visited the freed miners at Muhammadu Buhari Specialist Hospital, Kano, where they were currently undergoing rehabilitation. They really need it. The monarch said on interviewing them, many of them were students who go to school. They were picked up in the streets, not in the middle of the violent act. Imagine. It is sad that they received this treatment, but we thank the presidency and the federal government for intervening and bringing an end to their difficulties. If this had continued, I'm sure many of them would have lost their life, definitely.
So it was not even actually
It wasn't in the middle of the
it
protest
was
now.
even
They
a
were
rage.
like
They
they
were
were
raiding,
picked in the middle of
and
the
they were just
up in
picking them.
the street, not in the middle of the violent acts. Imagine.
Because I don't know why you will not pick the right people that did this thing. Because these students, they are too young to even say they want to come out and start protesting. Out of everybody there, you not see any
Not that
adults.
they can't actually come out to protest. So everyone can come out. So far, say the government they are affected. Nobody where this government know they are
Out
affected.
of all your
But why would
adults,
you have to arrest the protesters? Just why now?
definitely the government know what they are doing because probably they've asked them, those people that went for that thing, go and get them for me. They just send boys outside. Those ones just go really
The main people that
people
would
where they
have
see
been
for
questioned
streets.
is about the governor of that state. Why are your people protesting? Haven't you not been doing the good thing, the things that you needed to be doing? To the point that you have to get them arrested. Why? Who gives the
Wetin
order?
dey pain me be say they no pick them for that protesting ground o. Those children dey work jejely for street and you start to dey pick them.
There was even a video where I saw where they were giving them 100,000 each.
To do
They gave
wetin?
them phone each. I was like,
E don reach the suffering wey they don pass through.
these
They
people.
wan use am keep their mouth quiet now because they know that after they are released, some of them will go for all these interviews and all. They will say what they've experienced. They will actually reveal the truth. So they want to keep them quiet.
Can 100,000 even
You know, they are children. No, forget
for
they
their
are children.
hospitality?
Except for those that are mature, they are children. Forget 100,000 with phone. What do you expect? They have children. They won't think. I think it is me now. Make I come suffer for 90 days. When they don't give me 100,000 naira and phone.
100,000.
I would just roast one of them. I would roast them slap for that.
It can't solve the kind of
But they
trauma these
have
children have
children.
gone
They
through.
won't know anything.
Their
Say person wey
health,
don suffer.
most of them have gone through so many
A
things in
lot,
that place.
like
Even
now,
the health issues, some of them they
they
may
are
even be sick
undergoing
inside.
rehabilitation
Putting them
now.
among adults that
Criminals. A lot of things would have even happened to them in that prison that we don't know. I'm sure of that. A lot of things. They will have faced a lot of things. Put them in the middle of criminals.
I won't even sure if they are complete.
Why will you ask that kind of question? They are not complete now. Some of them died now.
Some of them have high issues.
There is this story that I read about a little boy that when there was a fight, it was not actually in Nigeria. So this boy was picked among, not just, he was taken and then they imprisoned him for over 2 months. And he don't even know about the fight that was going on. He was not, they sent bomb to blow up that place. So he was arrested because they think that he was one of the people that came. And then he tried his best. He said it's not among. When they released him, he went straight to these people that were the people that are fighting and then tell them that he wants to join them. What was the reason? Because they arrested him for the things that he did. So he's ready now to fight them back. He wants to revenge on them because he thinks that they have violated him. They put him in the cells for how many months? Then without even hearing from him. So it feels like he needed to revenge on them. You can imagine. So those children can actually grow up tomorrow and then it feels like, okay, Nigeria has done these bad things to me. So I feel like
revenge. What weapons in this Nigeria? That's my own watchword, like I used to say. Nigeria, God will help us. Okay. Let's move what is trending entertainment news. Either girlfriend of reality TV stars Soma, who he left for Angel, finally speak up. I was hearing that Soma was
with Angel.
double dating.
The Angel came out and said that.
But Ida was Soma's ex-girlfriend now.
Yes, that's it. Angel was like she and Soma has already broken up for some time now. So they're just pretending now on social media. And me thinking that Ida is coming out. Ida was like last month. Was not last month on April that Suma drugged her, tie her up and beat her, and then Suma is an abuser. And in my mind, I was like, all this thing has been happening, and then you haven't come to social media with
Why now?
Why now? Why did you suddenly jump into social media and then you wanted to start narrating stories? And I don't think that Suma have already said anything yet. Maybe he's still keeping in school. Then the next thing, maybe the table is going to turn while the girl is the one that is accusing someone wrongly, or what she's saying is actually true.
Oh, so you get into it when I won't have to this matter.
Me, my own be say make dem go face their matter for house. Make dem
Which one is
settle.
face their matter for us? I don't understand.
Make dem settle their matter because you cannot be bringing your problem to social media and expecting us to help you solve it.
But
Because
I'm thinking that this Hilda's of the girl is just wanting to stay in the midnight because no one has ever known that there's any kind of relationship.
The only person I know is Japa.
Hilda was not Hilda.
No one else. I don't even know her
She
before.
just wanted to come out and then stay on that fame of the social media mostly, but she's been trending, because of all this. She says that she started with the story of how the team there, Kiniko and all that. And then Angel as well was following up. She was like, her friends called her at 3 a.m. at night and then they started insulting her and cursing her. So people were actually thinking that this thing was just between ex-girlfriend and
Main
and
girlfriend.
no, not main girlfriend
Soma.
and the boyfriend.
Okay.
Soma. So why is Angel bringing in her own when she did not even mention it? But Angel was trying to say that she called her, no, her friends called her
For
3
insulting
a.m. by insulting and cursing her. So she's not aware of anything that is going on between you and Soma. So why would you bring her in?
Mm.
The whole matter is just that maybe the accusation is going to be guilty or not guilty. Are you an abuser? I'm not an abuser, so you have to fight for it.
Because she said, telling me not to speak up, to cover for him so as not to tarnish his name. Do not lie about me or call me something I am not.
Why would you be being why would I be being abused? How would I? Why would someone be abusing me physically, emotionally, and then he's going to tell me that I should not speak up about it? What is he
Sure.
giving me? There must be a reason, or is there a threat there that feels like okay, if I'm going to speak out, this person is going to even if he's going to do something, he's not there with you when you are going to be voicing out. So, and I'm thinking at the same time, if the abuse is actually real, why not go to the police straight up and then lay your complaint instead of bringing it to social media? Social media is not going to be the one to solve this thing. It's only going to go viral. Then the next thing is either they find out later that you are the one that is just trying to make up story to make this person paint this person black, or the person actually do it. And then the next thing, social media is going to move on. There's not going to be justice for you. After you have trained for some time, everything is going to go down. So I believe that if the abuse she's talking about is real, she should just go to the police and then get the complaint. Someone will be arrested, then
Everything will be settled. Alright guys, thank you for joining us on the breakfast show today. I've been your host, Sola. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Don't forget to like, share, and follow us for more news and updates on global entertainment news. Have a blessed day.